Okay, so welcome to the live stream. And as expected, no one's there, but I didn't expect anyone to turn up. So I'm just going to get through this. I mean, the main reason I'm doing this live stream is simply because it's actually easier doing it through, it's easier doing it through the browser than trying to record something, then have to do this and that. But because this chat system I'm using allows me to share the screen, I can just get the stuff up straight away. And it's just easier to do that way sometimes. So what we're going to be looking at today is there's a so we're looking at Surah 65:4 and how the how the Muslims have used it as a way that it's to scam people into thinking that it's okay for people to have you got all these old Muslims getting their little girls and whatever. And so when you see stuff like that happening, of course, something's up with it. So isn't it a surprise to find out that they actually had to run a scam in order to get people to actually, to get people to actually believe in what they're saying, especially these scholars, the way that they do things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to, and just notice that like a couple of viewers came in and they just ducked out immediately. Because that's one thing I've noticed about people in general is that most of the people on YouTube, they're just after raw entertainment. So they'll see a live, think they're going to go on and get loads of people fighting or shouting. And then when they go on and find it's not happening, they just disappear immediately. So it's as if that is mostly what YouTube is about. It's not about people who actually use their intellect, but it's about people who they're just looking for raw entertainment. And if you don't provide it, then they're not interested. Right, so here we are at I'm just showing you my this website, I should say. And so as you can see, this is corpus.quran.com, and as you can see, it's an official website for the Muslims. And so what we're going to do is let's just get straight on with the action. So if we go down to 65, see, they call it divorce. 4, but of course you have to remember that in the original manuscripts there wouldn't be any like names like this. So it's interesting. It'd be interesting to find out who actually named these chapters in the Quran. If we go here, as you can see, the you see that's the image. So anyway, so when you read it, this is used by sort of Christians all the time, and especially when they want to do some insults on the Muslims' prophet, they love using this verse. But here's the thing. So if you go to, let me see if I can make this bigger. Because what happens, the website ain't too hot when it comes to HTML. If you make it too big, I think it messes up. Yeah, see, it scrolls across. Because whoever the web designer is, I suppose you could say Muslims aren't great at web design, but what do you expect? So as you can see, it says, those who no longer expect menstruation, blah, blah, blah. So we won't go through all of it because it takes too long, but notice it says menstruation, and then who have not menstruated, and for those who are pregnant. So Sahih International says those who are pregnant. And then it says their term is until they give birth. Yeah, that sounds nice. Let's see what the next one says. And for those with Picto says with child, and it says their period shall be till they bring forth their burden. Now it's interesting. You might wonder to yourself, why is it that Sahih International says till they give birth, but then Picto says bring forth their burden? You think, well, why has he done that? And don't worry, you'll find out why he's done that. There is a reason. So let's go to Yusuf Ali. Now he says that he says it is So he says it is, well, this is the same as obviously a scam. So it says, for those who carry life. Now, notice what you might look at this and think, wow, why has Yusuf Ali said carry and they put life in brackets? You might think that that's like a mystery, an untold mystery for why did Yusuf Ali say carry? Why didn't he just say pregnant like the other guys? Well, you're going to find out. So now, Shakir says, and as for the pregnant, so he doesn't care. He's going to go straight for pregnant. And then now he says, lay down their burden. So, you wonder, why is he saying burden? Why isn't he saying, why doesn't he say give birth like Sahih International has done? Of course, Sahih International, they're going for it. They're saying, these non-Arabic speaking Muslims, we know how dumb they are. They have no clue what's going on with the Arabic. So let's just lie to them straight. Let them accept it. And, if they end up in the fire, who cares? So now you're going to wonder, look, Shakir said lay down their burden again. Now, there's a reason why he keeps saying that. But he says pregnant for this one. But then here he says lay down their burden. No, it should be give birth, shouldn't it? Like the first one. All right, so let's see Muhammad Sawa. Let's see how much of a scammer he is. So he says the end of their waiting period he says pregnant, so he doesn't care. And for a pregnant woman is the delivery. So he says the delivery, so he doesn't care. He's going to go with the scam, just like Sahih International. And now Muslim Khan, let's see what he says. And Okay, so for those who are pregnant, so he's going for pregnant, so he's going for it. And he says, until they deliver their burdens, he said, now, Mohsin Khan's being clever. So he knows that there's something going on and that he just can't say give birth like Sahih International did. He said deliver. So now there's a reason why he's being clever and says deliver and says their burdens. And so now, finally, Arbery, let's see what he says. Not menstruated, who are with child. So he says with child. Yeah, okay. That's not the proper translation. And he says their term is when they bring forth their burden. So look, that word again. Why is he saying burden? They seem to be obsessed with this word burden, isn't it? Whereas Sahih International says, we don't care. These English-speaking Muslims are dumb. So we're going to tell them give birth because, who cares? They're never going to investigate and use their brains. So let's see, if you're a Muslim and you decided, I actually want to use my brain, let's see what you can find out if you actually use your brain. So let me just got to get to where I'm going to look up. What I'm doing is I'm showing you what they will tell you is that in order to know about how the Muslims are trying to scam you, you have to know Arabic. Well, yeah, knowing Arabic would come in handy, but the reality of the situation is that all you have to do is know how to, translate Arabic. That's all you need to know. You don't have to know Arabic. As long as you know what you're doing and how to translate it, you can do okay. I made this one a bit bigger. So even this website, yet again, is bad HTML. So you can't make it too big because this goes a bit crazy as well. But like I say, these Muslims, they're not good at HTML. Don't worry about that. So if you go to a Muslim website, don't expect it to be that nice. So it's 65.4. So let's. Actually, I was on the wrong page. So this is the page I was talking about, even though you couldn't see it. So we're going to go for 65 and verse 4. So let's see. Remember, there was something funny going on. Let's see. They were saying, so here it says, with child. But let's see what he says. Oh, this is annoying. If you select anything here, you click on it. So it says they're in when they deliver. So he says their burden as well. So you think, no, Sahih International said give birth. Why do these guys keep saying burden all the time? So the clear Quran says those who are pregnant. So he doesn't care. He's just going to go for it. And it says their waiting period ends with delivery. He's being ambiguous there. even though that's wrong. And so then the last one is Safi Kaskas. He says, those who are pregnant, so he doesn't care, he's going for it as well. Says their term shall be until they have delivered. See, so he's being clever like this guy, the clear Quran. Whereas, of course, Muhammad Assad, he says deliver their burden. So he's knows how the scam works, but he just doesn't want to be a proper scammer. So now let's see what's going on. So we're going to go for word by word Banju. And this is where this is how you go through the process of exposing the Muslim translation scam. And you don't have to understand Arabic to do this. All you have to do is to know how to translate it. That's the important thing. How much bigger I can make this. Yes, okay. So if we so now we're gonna go for the big stuff now. So let's read it from the top. It says those who have despaired menstruation. So now this is word by word for the Arabic. And so it says, the term is 3 months. And the ones who not menstruated and those who are pregnant. So now you think, oh, they're pregnant, are they? Let's see. I might. So remember, Yusuf Ali said carrying. So you might wonder yourself, why on earth did Yusuf Ali say carrying? So let's find out what's going down. And so we select this nice Arabic. And we copy it. And what we do, we go to I'm sure there's hardly anyone who's actually going to care about any of what I'm doing. I did errors. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to expose this, and even if no people care about stuff like this, they, this is just how it is. So we got this. So I got the Arabic. So I'm going to paste it. And we want meaning. Yeah, I've already said. Right. So we want the meaning of this word. So remember, sometimes you have to be careful because what they do is they will scam you. Yeah, it looks like so this is a mess. So what you're gonna have to do is, it looks like Google's run a scam. So what I need to do is I need to just do Arabic English. You have to be careful. What they will do is, right, so we put the text. So if we put that text in, remember it said pregnant. So let's see what this pregnant Arabic means in English. Control V. So it says al-ahmali, and if you look, so it's got the alif. So it's l-ahmali. So the little alif there. So if you go here, the al-ahmali, well, they say it differently. So let's see. Right. So you see the Arabic there. And notice the English is loads. Wait, how'd that happen? The English for this Arabic wording is loads. So wait a sec. So something's going on here. So oh, sorry, I forgot to. All right. Yeah. So let me do that again. So the English for this Arabic letter that we selected is loads. So can you believe that? So what it should actually say. So because notice here it says pregnant, and you might think, so okay, l-ahmali is I did the search for it and it says loads. Now here's the best part, which is what I like, is that when it comes to this is one thing I like about Google, because I want to see what happens now. I haven't even tried this, admittedly. So I could end up, not working like I thought it would. I'm trying to find the proper Arabic, but it's like it's hard to get. So what happens is the Arabic is like an image. Let's see. Well, we could try, but it's going to be. I don't know why they've done this Arabic like this. Let's try anyway. So I've got this Arabic, which is the whole verse. So I'm going to Control V it. Notice what it says here. This is the translation that I got. And notice it says there that the period of menstruation from among your women, if you are in doubt, then their period is 3 months, and the number of days is 3 months, and the burdens of their time are due to give birth to them. Interesting. So there's the burdens again. So it looks as if Google, they've actually done the sensible thing and shown you what it truly means. But I know there's a way. I'm sure there's a way you can get Google to actually run it. Because you see what it is, there's actually a scam that Google will run on you, but I need to find the Arabic. Let me try Quranics.com. What it is, you have to get Arabic in a way that Google can recognize properly. And so let me see, let's go 65 and 4. There we go. Okay. Let's try it. Let me just check the word. So this is the word for burden here. Let me get this. I want to show you something, which is something you have to watch out for. We copy this Arabic. I think I'm missing the right font. That's why, because I need to try and get a decent Arabic font on this computer. So we're back here. Let's clear out this Arabic. Let's try again. There's a way. There you go. So what I'm trying to show you is that Google are a bunch of deceivers. Because notice what happened. What I did is that because the Arabic was broken up, Google couldn't recognize that it was a Quran verse. So what happens, what Google does is if you put, if you put a Quran verse into Google search and it recognizes that it's a Quran verse, what Google does is they will look up what the Quran verse is from the Muslims and put that translation in. So notice it says pregnant there. So because Google are a bunch of deceivers and they know how to like trick people into thinking that what they're saying is the truth. This is how you can expose them. So notice it says the term for pregnant women. This is when the Arabic is close enough for their deceiving, servers to actually know it's an Arabic. It's a Quran verse. But remember, I'm going to put it in the Arabic so this is Arabic, the same Arabic, but it's not quite. It's not quite a Quran verse. So let me get that again. So you notice what was happening. It's so hard. Just right, yeah. Right, so this is the messed up Arabic, but it's got the word, it's got the letters in there. And I'm gonna copy that. Sorry, yeah, you weren't seeing that screen, were you? Right, so remember, it knows that this is a Quran verse, and here you can see the word. This is the word here, which is for load, and yet they're calling it pregnant. So let's get rid of that. Now put this more corrupt messed up Arabic in. Now, because it says pregnancy now, no, you know what's happened? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, this is how you. Yeah. Now I understand exactly what Google does. So let me go back to here. What it actually is, I want to show you the magic of how see the deception Google's running. So check this out. Right, so that's a whole Quran verse, Oh, sorry. Yeah, you didn't see that, didn't you? So what I've done is, so this is at QuranX.com. I've selected the whole verse of the Quran in Arabic. So now I'm going to go back to the Google Translate. So where it says enter text, I'm going to enter this text. I copied the whole verse from QuranX. So I'm going to Control V it. Hey presto, it says, for any of you women who have given menstruation, blah, blah, blah. And notice it says, and the burdens. Oh, it says burdens again. Because it switches. Sometimes it says burdens, sometimes it says pregnant. But there's a way, give birth to their burdens. Yeah, we know that. So there's a way of getting it to say pregnant, but you have to, I don't know if you get rid of one letter. No, it still says burdens. There's a way to get it to say pregnant. I know there is. Let's try. See, because what we're doing is we're trying to show the scam. Let's try again. Because for some reason, maybe it's detected what I'm doing and knows that now we have to put burden down rather than pregnant. But maybe I need to just get it from a different. I have to get it from a different source, the Arabic. Control V. Yeah, here we go. It says pregnant again. See, you notice what's happening. Sometimes it will say pregnant. Sometimes it will say burdens. Why? Because what it is, this is the classic deception. And remember, Google is helping the Muslims with their deception. And I've got another video showing this. Now, this is something that, because Google knows that Islam is false. But you see, the Muslims have got lots of money. So what Google's after, they don't care about truth. All they care about is money. So if the Muslims have got money, and they'll spend money with Google, they buy their services, give them a load of cash, then Google has no problem. Whenever a Quran verse in Arabic is put in their translator, they will use the verses for the Quran. Sorry, they will use the verses that the Quran translations tell them to use. And so you see here it says, and for those of you women who given up menstruation, so it knows that's a Quran verse. So let's remove one of the words. So let's get rid of this one. Remember, it says pregnant here. We get rid of one word. It still says, all right. It still says of your women. So he thinks he's giving you the whole Quran verse, even though I've removed the whole word, which makes no sense. It shouldn't say of your women. No, you see, that's not right. It should see the words. See, these words should disappear. It says pregnancy now, but I'm going to keep going because eventually what's going to happen? It's not going to be a Quran verse anymore. Or giving birth to childbearing. Okay, we're getting there. So notice it doesn't say pregnant anymore. Oh, no, it says to give. Right, so now it says give birth to their child. So notice it doesn't say pregnant anymore. No, all right. Yeah, or giving birth to childbearing. So remember, it's this word here. This is the word which is loads. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this down until we get it. You're going to see what I'm saying. So it says childbearing. So let's keep going. All right, so now it says pregnant again. So remember, this word is the target we're after. So let's get, since we're being a bit boring, let's get rid of a few words. It still says pregnant here. Let's get rid of another one. Those are not menstruation. Those are not now pregnant. Okay, it still says pregnant now. So it's recognizing a part of the Quran verse. So let's keep chopping. And the childbearing has given birth. The term is to give birth to their child. So notice it still keeps saying childbearing. Let's keep going. So it still knows it's a Quran verse. So what it's doing is being clever and saying, it's a Quran verse. We need to deceive these people. So notice the pregnant is there because this is the word. As long as I don't delete this word, that fake pregnant will stay there. But we're going to see what happens. You're going to see the magic of how to show Google is a bunch of deceivers. Let's get rid of this one. Aha, funny. And the burdens are given to them. You see, there you have it. That is the magic of how to show Google are a bunch of deceivers. So you've seen it there officially. I know hardly anyone's going to be watching this video, but what I want people to understand is that this is like a worldwide, deception essentially that these guys are perpetrating and Google are perpetrating on us just to help out these Muslims. So what their system does is it gets it has the Quran verses programmed into their translator. And what their translator will do is, as long as it can recognize it's a Quran verse, it gives you the Muslims' version of the Arabic. But the minute you destroy the Arabic to an extent that it can't recognize that it's a Quran verse, guess what happens? It gives you the real translation now. So now we know this magic letter here, this magic word is loads. So it says burdens are given to them. So let's keep going. Remember, we can't get rid of our magic word. Oh, see, it says pregnant again. He keeps switching between load and pregnant. It's funny, isn't it? So now it knows that it's a Quran verse. So let's get rid of this Allah part. Where is it? Yeah, that's Allah. So because Allah's there, Google knows that it's a Quran verse. So get rid of Allah. Let's see what happens. No, it still says pregnant women. So it's clever. So right, let's get rid of this word. Now, back to burdens again. So remember, we know what the deception is. So, see, it says pregnant again. I mean, what is wrong with this thing? All right, so let's keep going. Pregnant. Now it's burdens again. Amazing, isn't it? The burden. All right, see, now this is the correct translation. The burdens will be borne by them and whoever fears. See, so this word is burden. That's what it means. Or loads, as you'll see. It means burden. It doesn't mean pregnant. So whenever they say about being, when they translate it as being pregnant, they're lying. It's as simple as that. So let's get rid of this one. It's going to say burdens because remember, this isn't pregnant. And now you're going to wonder, all right, let me be clever. So I just want to do something. All right, let's because I just had a sort of what you call an epiphany. So let's put all of it back in. And it says here burdens, whereas this word, we know that this is the word, this is the word for loads or burden. And it says here, and the burdens are given to them. So what we're going to do is now be super clever and we're going to look up the word, let's do Arabic English. So what we want the word in English to be pregnant. Is it? And the word is hamil. That is our official word for pregnant. It's hamil. Now, what are you going to do? As you can see, it's pregnant, gravid, expectant, bigger. These are all the adjectives. And then, like I say, over this word that the deceivers are trying to convince you that it means pregnant. What it actually means is for or loads. I think it says for because there's a little character. I don't know. But notice it's not giving you synonyms here, isn't that funny? But if you switch it around, yeah, see the synonyms are missing. But so as you see, so for loads is that. So easiest thing, let's just do burdens. Yeah, there you have it. Well, it says pregnancy there, but it's load, lamb, burden, carriage, conception. Burden So the pregnancy, that's just a bit of deception there. Because remember, the pregnancies, this is completely different Arabic. It's not even close. So see, so notice I typed in burdens and it came up with this Arabic. And you can see how, where is it? Yeah, you see, it looks similar anyway. But like I said, let's get on with it. So we want pregnant. So there's our lovely. So that's the word pregnant. Remember what Sahih International and most of the translators were saying pregnant. So let's copy that to splicing. So what we're gonna do is it says burdens here. We're gonna help Google Translate out since they want to deceive people so much. And we're gonna stick in the Arabic for pregnant. Now, no, it's happy days. And the pregnant woman have been given their term. So now we fix the Arabic. So this is the Arabic that should be in the Quran. So now, no matter how much I distort this, it's going to always say pregnant. Yeah, are pregnant. It's going to, because that's the correct word. Yeah, see, pregnant women, because now we put the right word in. I can mess this Arabic up all I want, and pregnant will always be there. Because now I fixed the Quran and giving you what the correct Arabic word is for. So this, I can show you where it is. This is the word, this is the letter that should be in the Quran for pregnant, not the one they had in there before. So as you can see, I've now fixed the Quran for the Arabic speakers, and don't let those Arabic speakers deceive you, man. They love doing this nonsense where they think, oh, we know Arabic and we can, do whatever, and we can lie to you all day long. But the reality is that this is the word for pregnant, and this is what should be in the Quran, not the let me get that. Yeah, so because I've been doing this Arabic so much, I even know where the word is. Where is it? They did this as an image to make it hard for you to. Yeah, see, there it is. So this is burden, and so this word here, where the mouse is, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, because you see, I can't move the. Well, actually, let's go to Quran.com because it's easier to see the other thing I noticed that there's people will come by and sort of leave they stay for like 5 seconds. But you see, because I'm not arguing or shouting or being emotional or playing music or insulting Muslims, they don't stay because that's all they want. But the thing is, I don't really care. People can do whatever they want. So now, let's go to Quran.com and we're gonna remember these Muslims are helping us with the deception. So, put the right one. That looks like it. Yes, he says pregnant there, which is a lie. So as you can see, I don't know if it lets you select it, but you see it says pregnant there. But if we, oh no, sorry, you can't see that. Yeah, sorry, here we go. So we're here at Quran.com, and I have to keep getting used to this switching tabs business because I just keep forgetting sometimes. So as you can see, this is the word here. They say it's pregnant. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how deceptive these Muslims are. So that's pregnant. That's the word. So let's see if we can select it. You can go to Arabic English and switch it around. In that. The beginnings of burdens. Yeah, I think they're clever at Quran.com. They don't allow you to select the text. See, but you see, it says for loads. So you see that, you see what that looks like. So just memorize, just remember what that looks like. See, it's got the Y, arrow, A, Aleph, and J, let's see. So if we go to, as you can see, oh, the Aleph's missing, but it's got that, the Aleph and the J. So it's supposed to say the loads. So remember, it says pregnant here, Pregnant. Then we go to translation, and we want English, and we type in pregnant. We get this, hamil. And now the question you have to ask yourself, this hamil, which is what the true word for pregnant is, and you notice it's similar. It's got the the J at the end, but the Aleph before the J is missing, as you've noticed. And it's got this little Aleph here and that little arrow. So when you go to the Quran.com, he says pregnant, but no, that's loads. So it's as simple as that. That's what the word means. And we're showing you that that is the case. And that these guys, just a bunch of deceivers, man. I mean, what can you say? And this is something you have to watch out with these Muslims, is that these Muslim scholars, just because most Muslims don't understand Arabic, these guys are like clever, thinking they can do whatever they want and just lie to you, however much they want to. But the reality is that all of this technology that's come out now is exposing what they've done. And yeah, the fact that most people are too dumb to actually even care about what's going on. Some people are gonna, and if they want to like wake up and do something, then I would suggest that they should. So as we can see here, so pregnant and this, so that's the one sort of big deception, and especially the fact that, as you saw with Google Translate, I switched the word out. So I'm going to show you another case of this where, actually, before we do that, I just want to show you something else. So this is Islam Awakened, and what it does, it has loads of translations on it. So we've already proven that Arabic word is loads or loaded, and that you've seen what that hamil is the word for pregnant. So let's see what these translations do about this. So the Pictel, we know. All right, so Pictel says their burden, but he says here, I keep forgetting you shouldn't click on it. When you click on it, it keeps going to the. So it says for those with child. So Pictel says those with child, and so Yusuf Ali says those who carry, because he knows the Arabic word is burdens, and you carry burdens, of course. And he says delivers their burdens because he's trying to be close to the Arabic. And so what you'll find is most of them will say pregnant. So all we're going to do is look down just to see that they all say pregnant. Pregnant women, imbued with pregnancy, pregnant. For those who are pregnant, those are pregnant. Yeah, I don't know, that makes no sense. Those who are pregnant, all right, so Muhammad Mahmoud Ghali, he says, and those with burden. So he knows that the word, he knows what it means. Obviously he knows he's Arabic, and he knows if he's going to say pregnant like the other deceivers, he'd be a liar. So instead, he puts burden down. But no, it's most of them say pregnant because, and this is the thing I'm trying to say. Those have pregnancy, those who are pregnant, with the termination of pregnancy. All right, so this Vikar Ahmad says those who carry. So he knows they're carrying a burden, and he has to put life within their wombs in brackets. So he knows it means like a load. So he's saying that they carry a load. So he knows what the Arabic means. And so this says pregnant. All right. So Abdul Majid Daryabadi says with burdens. So he knows that the word for pregnant in Arabic is hamil, and that this word. Oh yeah, I've forgotten how you say it now. Anyway. All right, yeah, however you say it. But I know Hamil is pregnant, but so he says burdens, so he knows about the deception. And then, so this Ahmed Ali says pregnant, so he's a deceiver. And Aisha Bewley, some people love Aisha Bewley saying, oh, she's so wonderful. But guess what she says? Pregnant, so she's a deceiver as well. So they have to watch out which people that they love when it comes to these things. And so this is, yeah, pregnant. Those are pregnant women. So I'm just showing you that the majority of translations, all right, so Ali Bakhtiari Nejad says those who carry. So he's trying to, smooth it out because he's not going to just lie straight up. So he's going to try and at least be reasonably close to the Quran. Sorry, to the Arabic, I should say. So the rest are okay. That's pregnant. I don't know why this is in italics. Yeah, all these ones in italics. It says pregnant. So what I'm showing you is that the majority of translations, they will say pregnant because they're in on the deception. It's as simple as that. And this is something that, people don't really understand how, things are, the way that the Muslims really, even, the Muslims who speak English, let's say, it's like they don't care that much about what's in the Quran. But here's what the problem is that what's in the Quran is supposed to be what Allah has said. And the thing about it is, if Allah says burdens and they switch it to pregnant, then I'll just have to say that we've got a problem somewhere. All right, so I was going to go to another one. I'm just trying to see if I can remember what it is. Or actually, I might just leave it there, actually. Well, I don't know. We've been in 42 minutes, so let me just think. Because we could go to the other one. But actually, let me just want to check something. So this is Quran X, and it's got the. You can select this one. Right. So for those with child, pregnant, those who carry. So yes, that's Yusuf Ali. Now, if you go to the. Actually, let's see what this roots has to say. Right. So let's find it. Here, that. Those who not. Those who. Right. So here it is. So this is l-ahmali. So remember, Burns is Hamil. So it's well, but here's the funny thing. See, this is the actual word. That is Hamil for sure. So that is pregnant there. So they're trying to say that that's the root. Hamim lam. Yeah, those are the three words. So that word means pregnant. But this, they know it means burdens, but they're just not going to tell you. Maybe that's why they make it so you can't select the Arabic. I don't know, because they know that if you try and for people who come in here and are testing what they're doing, it makes it easy to work out how much they're deceiving you. All right, I'm trying to think. There's another one which is really obvious. I mean, you could go to it if you want. Right, so I think this is 26, if I remember. Actually, I've done this one before. I've done a video of this one before. So let me see if I can find one which is. I think of another one which is quite bad when it comes to the way they deceive in the translation. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I know I've done this one before, but I think it's 3616, isn't it? So, yeah, because this is another thing that happens. No, that was it. Yeah, no, that isn't the one. So, all right, let me just got to quickly look it up. Where is it? Right, okay. Trying to remember where it is now. Well, actually, the easiest way is probably to let me just check on my channel, because what it is, I've got okay. What I'm doing, I'm just because sometimes I use this as like a reference, where I might put something on my channel and then I go back to it because I just want to get the. I'm sorry, because I like put the references in it. Okay, let me look. It's oh, sorry, 3816. Right, yes, I was out by a little bit. All right, so it's 38. So all it is, it's Surah 38:16. Right. So now it says here, and if they say, "Oh, our sustainer, hasten unto us our share of punishment," the next one says, "Hasten for us our share of the punishment." And this one says, "Hasten for us our share of the punishment." So it keeps saying our share. And then if we go to the word by word, and you'll notice that we have this word, and it says Qittana. How interesting is that? This is an amazing word. And the reason why this word is so amazing is because it doesn't exist in Arabic. And the easiest way to find out is if I just get this Arabic here. You just copy that. Looks like good old Arabic English. And so you want Control V. It says our cotton. Oh wait, what's going on there? Why is it saying our cotton? That doesn't make any sense. So why would Qittana mean our cotton? The answer is because this is not an Arabic word. It's actually but yeah, it's a shame I can't type Arabic, because if I could add an alif in there, I could maybe make it mean the proper word. But what it is, this is essentially it's actually a mistake in the Quran. So it's a word. Yes, it's actually a mistake in the Quran that this word is not Arabic. And of course, if we do the classic, remember, they're saying that this mysterious word Qittana means our share. So yeah, again, we're going to do the magic. We're going to not have to spell our share, but it's just it saves typing it, that's all. We do Control V. Luna. So, oh wait, that was completely different. So, yeah, our share is Nasibuna. And what this? Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting to switch. So like I said, I typed in our share, and it comes up as Nasibuna. This word. So this is the Arabic that should be in here. It should be, so this word should be, if they want to say this is our share, it should be Nasibuna. But if I remember correctly, because what's happened is there's an error in one of the letters, because this alif shouldn't be stuck to this little B-shaped thing, and it should be separated out. Now what we've got to do is find the Arabic word. I think the proper word should be hasten to us our I can't remember what so hasten for us. I don't know if it says our, I can't remember, because the guy actually explains what it means, what word should be there. And so it's like, this is where if you had someone who could speak Arabic, they could try and guess what the proper word should be. But I think it should be something like fasalna, but Qittana, fasalna. So if only I knew how to, let's see if I can do that. Fasalna. So Arabic fasalna. Yeah, that's the right one. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, see if I could. Do you notice that this word fasalna? Notice it looks very interesting, doesn't it? Because notice it's got the little B there, it's got the little W, but notice the alif is stretched. So remember, now we're going to be doing. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting to share the tab. So I've looked up the word fasalna, and notice that fasalna is like this. So let's get this nice little word, and go back to our Arabic English. So let's put that in there. We separated. Okay. This is we separate. So here's the interesting part. If you look at so it's got this letter, the A, little W, then the alif, I alif. So let's go back to this one. So it's got this letter, it's got the W, it's got the little round thing, but this aleph is stretched, and the I, and you got the I and then the aleph. So notice that the Qittana has this, the W is on top of the aleph here for Qittana, for our share. But if we go to this fasauna, so notice that the W is over this little stump, and this aleph, this aleph has jumped over here. The I is still there, the little aleph is there, and this little G thingy is still there as well. But this A, the aleph has been broken off it, but the little W is still there. And it means we separated. So let's go with that. So remember, we're fixing the Quran again. So what it should say, yeah, so this should say, what was that again? We separated. So let's fix the Quran. So and they say, our Lord, hasten for us, our separated before the day of account. Yeah, that seems, that seems a bit better. Hasten for us a separation before the day of the account. Yeah. That seems better than our share. What does our share mean? So I think that if we take this little aleph, we take this aleph, we break it off from this little round thing, put it here, put the W on top of the stump, then we will get what will you get again? We separated. So remember, the aleph, we take it, break it off here, put it here, and it becomes we separated instead. So what I'm trying to show you, I know this all seems a bit weird. I mean, why would anyone not really care and bother doing all of this? But what it's to show you is that the Quran has got Arabic like grammar mistakes. Well, there's worse things in it than this, but these are just some basic ones. I'm just trying to show you. These are ones I've learned. This one I've known for quite a while. The one about the pregnant, with the fact they use pregnant, is I only just know worked that one out recently. But I just want to get back to this this 65.4 actually, because there's something I just want to show you. Because actually, I think I might call it a day after this. So, because I just wanted to get that out. That so going back, remember that in this Arabic here where it says this word hamil, I put that in there to fix the Quran, so that now every time I change the words on here, it always says pregnant, and it doesn't say burden or load anymore. So what I'm showing, so far, I've shown you 2 fixes in the Quran where you can change the Arabic so it's actually correct. And there's lots of other places in the Quran where the Arabic actually needs to be fixed. But of course, here's what the problem is. These deceiving sort of Arabic speaking Muslims, they won't tell you all this. They will just like lie, just make up all kinds of excuses. But the reality is that there are huge mistakes in Arabic. And if anyone wants to work out what those mistakes are, you don't even need to learn Arabic. All you have to do is go on you can go Google Translate, but if you go to any other translation, you should get pretty much the same thing. So let's see what we got. All right, we got Cambridge Dictionary. So let's see if they're any better. So, all right. So this is so what I'm trying to show is that I'm obviously getting on the case of Google for their deception. But what about if let's see what this Cambridge says. So we're going to get our messed up Arabic again. This is the Arabic English translator, Cambridge.org. Let's see what it says. So remember, this is our important word here. So as long as we got to delete up to Allah. So there's Allah. So let's see if that gets us. Okay. So we got rid of Allah. So let's see what these guys. Let's see if they're deceivers like Google are. So let's translate. And it says, for your wives, if you arrange a count for them 3 months, and the one who did not incubate, and the lambs of their deferred incubate. I think these guys don't know their Arabic. All right, so these guys, they don't seem as deceiving as. I think it's because I cut these words. Yeah, it might not know it's from the Quran, so it doesn't realize it has to use deception. Lambs of their husbands. Okay, I don't know what that is. All right, so let's Oh, I see. I've deleted it the wrong way. That's why. Right, let's try that. Yeah, it still says incubate. Let's see if we can get it. So remember, we mustn't delete our magic word. We've got to keep that. Okay. Aha. To carry them for them. See now, as long as we get rid of. Yeah, I don't know where you got incubate from. So, but once we get rid of enough words, now the true Arabic comes in, and now we get proper translation. Because remember, this is a magical word. We must make sure that word doesn't disappear. And as long as when we translate, this is translated by Microsoft here, but they're a waste of time. So translate again. Yeah, see, carry them for them. See, so now it says carry. So now we're getting close. So no more of this incubate or pregnancy nonsense. Now we're actually getting like proper Arabic. Why? Because it doesn't know it's from the Quran. And that's the important thing. So let's get rid of all this. Because I think because it thinks it's from the Quran, it's messing it up a bit. Why is it? No, see, selecting forward is supposed to select backwards with Arabic. I don't know why they're selecting forwards. So carry their deferred. So as you can see, we're just after this magical word. That's all we care about. This is lambs. I don't know where that comes from. So finally, what does the magic say? For loads. You see how deceiving these guys are. The word is for loads or load or carry, carry a load or whatever. That's what the word means. So I don't know where all this incubate was coming from. It was just pure madness. And you see this, this is just nonsense that they only give you the correct Arabic if you put a single word in because they don't know whether you're trying to take it from the Quran or not. So as you can see, Microsoft are in on it as well. To a degree. Google are in on it full force. So they know that the non-Arabic speaking Muslims, they're not going to bother learning Arabic. Why should they? So the scholars know that they can just tell their lies, and the non-Arabic speaking Muslims will just accept it and say, yeah, we believe everything you say. But here's the thing: if they're lying about Allah, what's going to happen on judgment? Well, it must be the fire, isn't it? So you might as well say all the non-Arabic speaking Muslims who accept the lies from the translators, they must be in the fire then, isn't it? If you think about it. So where else can they go? Because Allah never said the words that are translated, those weren't said by Allah. So in this 65:4, or even worse, I mean, even in this one, so this word you have to say is a mistake by Allah. But it says our share. Problem is, Allah didn't say our share. He said Qittana. Or, as we found out, I keep forgetting what that word was. Yeah, we separated. So Allah either said we separated because there's a mistake in the Arabic, or he said Qittana, which they think is our cotton for whatever reason. But Allah never said our share. No, because that's not in the Arabic, because that's supposed to be that other word, and he said, and the Arabic is different. So if any Muslim who doesn't know Arabic thinks it really is our share, they've been deceived. Allah never said it. So how can they get salvation? It's as simple as that. And then let's go back and finish this off. Go back to the word by word. And right. So here we go. This word, l-ahmali. So we know that this word is load or loaded or the load or loaded ones, whatever. Yeah, so loaded ones, because for those who are loaded, so that's why it would be loaded ones. So this means those who are loaded. So here's the thing: Allah in Arabic said, "Those who are loaded." Their term is until they lay down their burdens. And no, it doesn't say give birth. It says lay down their burdens. So Allah said, those who are loaded. He didn't say those who are pregnant. And what the Muslim scholars have done is they've taken Allah's word, which is loaded, or the loaded, change it to pregnant, which Allah never told them to do. And now they're telling all the non-Arabic speakers that it's actually pregnant when it isn't. So that means all of the Muslims who accept that this word means pregnant when it doesn't, they must be going in the fire. Because how can they? Because remember, Allah never said pregnant. He said loaded. And this is why I wonder why Muslims who can't speak Arabic, why do they trust these guys? Because you have to understand, there's loads of stuff like this in the Quran. I could sit down for a week, do a week live stream, which you can't because you're going to do 12 hours. But I could do a 12-hour live stream and go through parts of the Quran where it's got all the mistakes in the Arabic in it, and you'd be there forever. So what it essentially means is that the Arabic in the Quran is just completely bad quality. Or let's say the Arabic in the Quran is good quality, but then that means all of the translators are evil because they're not translating the words properly. But like I say, the easy way to know, like I said before, is if you're in doubt about the Arabic and you think that, okay, these translators are trying to deceive me, all you have to do, come to Islam Awakened and just find the verse that you're in doubt about, and you're wondering if these Arabic speakers are lying to you, and just scroll down and see what the translators do, because what you'll find is the translations will be, if any Quran verse where they're trying to deceive you, the translators will never agree on how to do the deception, and that's the thing, and that's what's important. That's the important thing you have to realize. So any verse you think is suspicious, go to this islamawaken.com, find it, look and see if the translations are all over the place. And if they are, then that means it's a suspicious Quran verse and they're trying to deceive you. Yeah, it says pregnant. Because as you see, most of them will say pregnant, which we already shown is not the case. And what this also means, of course, is that this isn't talking about pregnant, but people carrying loads. Of course, a young girl isn't going to carry a load, are they? If they're too young, that ain't going to happen. For those who are with child, it shall be. Yeah, if you have any doubt, there shall be 3. As well as for such as do not have courses, their waiting period shall be 3. Yeah, that's the other thing I forgot, is that the way you know that it's not about young girls is if you go back to the Ban My Band and actually read the way they. So let's actually go through this just slowly. It says, those who have despaired of menstruation among your women, if you doubt, then either 3 months. And the ones not menstruated, and those who pregnant, Well, yeah, we know it's not that. And the ones not menstruating. So it says not menstruating. That's what it says. See, this is the thing. So any, and of course it says at the top. Mali Yasina. Yes, it says Nisakum. Let's see what Nisakum means. So remember, the mission of this live stream, I sort of forgot it after a minute. It's to save those young girls. So remember, that's what we're trying to do. So if you can invalidate this verse, then that means all those poor young girls, they've been lied to and their parents. And, all right, so you want the Arabic. Latin. Says your woman. Nisa Yukum. So let's, all right, so what the Christians who, have a bit of hate would say is that, so no, it means child. So let's see what young woman comes. So that's Nisa Yukum. Let's see. Let's try young. Oh God. Young. Shabbat. Oh, that's completely different. All right. So let's say young girl. Okay. That looks completely different to me. Well, unfortunately, it looks as if Surah 65:4 really is about women. They got words for young girl, it seems. And they got words for young, okay, let's say girl. Is that Nisa? Oh, Bint. Okay. Yeah, so it's a woman. Okay. What does Nisa mean then? Nisa, okay. I'm wrong. Okay, let's try female then. I wonder what Nisa actually means then. I think someone who speaks Arabic could better actually explain what the word Nisa means. Obviously, it's got some sort of generic meaning, but it doesn't mean female, young woman, or woman. I mean, okay. Okay. Women and Nahif. I don't know. Maybe this is just a bad translation. Let's try the see what Okay, let's see what Microsoft has to say. Woman. Oh God. Yeah, I think they're a waste of time, aren't they? See, Google doesn't care, but of course, it's typical that Microsoft would. Yeah, see, probably they don't give you the transliteration. Yeah, so it seems as if the Nisa obviously has some sort of a generic meaning in Arabic, and it's actually different words you use. Actually, so Nisa. Oh. Of course, if we look Nisa up, they'll say it means woman. That's the thing, or women. But for whatever reason, let's try your woman. That's better. A yik. So try Nisa yik. Yeah, see, it's something different. Amratuk. So it seems like it's plural, isn't it? So it's women. The Nisa is like a plural form of woman, it seems. Maybe it's womankind. Let's try that. Nahif. Little Nisa. Yeah, I think it's sort of like a plural. Yeah, so Nisa is like a plural of woman. That's what it seems to me. But I'm trying to say, if it's young, if you had young there, yeah, it keeps changing to al-Shabbat for some reason. Why is that? Maybe I have to find out from some Arabic speaker why when you add young, it changes so much. So I think I'm going to have to go with what some people are saying, where they say Nisa actually means, it does mean woman, it doesn't mean girl. I think unfortunately it looks as if the girls are not mentioned in this 65:4. Of course, if you go to the tafsir, they're going to start talking all kinds of nonsense. But what we're doing here is sticking to the Arabic. And yeah, so what I'm trying to do is stick to the Arabic so that, at least are trying to get as close as we can as to what the Quran is supposed to be saying. But anyway, let me just see what's going on. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day because I didn't expect anyone to turn up. And of course, there's no one watching, but I didn't expect it to be anyway. Because like I say, I don't provide like big entertainment where you're like screaming, shouting and whatever. So of course people are interested because what they want is just insults. And as long as you're insulting the Muslims, then the people are just like happy and cheering. But what I prefer is to do stuff which is at least sensible or where you have to use your brain. And I just realized one more thing. I'm just going to quickly get this out of the way. Is that if you go to, because I've done a couple of videos relating to this. If you go to Surah Al-Fatiha, and the first verse says, you go word by word. No, it says Allahi, so it's Allah. So you got the Allahi, so Allahi. So that's in the name Allah, most gracious, most merciful. So that's what they call the Bismillah. Or it should be the Bismillahi. So that's the Allahi. So now if you go to the next verse, this is 2, says Alhamdulillah. Wait. Lillahi. So this is to Allah. So Lahi. So now that's the name of their God in Arabic. So notice that Allah, He's mysterious. His name has changed in the second verse. So even in the surah, even in the first surah of the Quran, you can see that his name has changed just in the second verse. Now he's called Lillahi. Well, I suppose it's to Allah. So you could say it's Lahi. So the name of their God is Lahi because it says to Allah there, isn't it? Whereas if you go back one, it says Lahi or Allahi. So his name, so the name of their God is really Lahi. Is that part? It's not the Allahi. So the al, this isn't a part of the name. This is just like a prefix. But the Lahi part, that's actually the name of their God. So it's not Allah. It's La with the 2 L. Well, the 1 L. So this is another thing you can say to Muslims, that this is what their God's called. The name of their God is La or Lahi. And if you go to the next verse, so we know because look, it says Lahi again there. But it says to Allah, so the li is to. So Lil is two, and Lahi is the name of the God. So his name is not Allah, because it says it to Allah, isn't it? So it should be to Lahi. So this is just official for anyone who wants to know that the name of the Muslim God is not Allah, it's Lai, or La, or Lai, whatever you want to say. That's the name. Because look, notice the Aleph, the first Aleph is missing here. So this is actually what the proper name for their God, the Muslim God, is. And so if you know any Muslim people who know a bit of Arabic, you can hit them with this one. Of course, the Muslims who don't know Arabic, they're happy to be deceived, so they will just tell you that what you're saying is rubbish. But the Muslim speakers, they don't know what's going on. All right, so I'm going to call it a day now, since, as expected, no one turned up. But I thought I'd at least get this out there. So if the few people that watch it, if they got any brains or any sense, they will actually try and use some of this stuff against the Muslims. Because you see on the more famous channels, they don't do any sort of deep things where you have to use your brain. All it is just mostly shouting and insults. But I prefer to do things where you have to actually think about what's going on, and hopefully some people who use their brains will see what I'm showing and actually use it against the Muslims as well.